Hey guys, what's happening? This is Bharat Nagpal, and today we're going to be checking out the new iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's get started. So the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus went on sale on the 16th of September in a whole lot of countries. They're coming to India on the 7th of October with prices starting 60,000 rupees for the iPhone 7 with 32GB storage. So I've got here the iPhone 7 Plus along with the iPhone 7 in a matte black color. Now if you take a look at the box itself, you'll see a slightly different design. Instead of the top of the phone, you get to see the back of the phone this time on the box. Let's get inside. First thing inside the box you will see is a bunch of documentation. They've changed the unboxing experience a little bit. You do get some quick tips, a bunch of Apple stickers, and now the SIM removal tool will not be common for all countries, so India definitely will get a SIM removal tool. Let's go further in. You will see the phone itself. You're looking at the iPhone 7 Plus this time. You can see the dual lens setup over there. The matte black color is my favorite color this time around. It's really stealthy. I like it a lot. If you go further in, we get earpods. Now these are lightning earpods, and you will also get a 3.5mm to lightning adapter for all those who want to continue using a 3.5mm headphone with your iPhone, because the iPhone does not have a 3.5mm headphone jack. You will also get a standard lightning to USB cable and the wall charger. Now that's the iPhone 7 Plus. Let's move on to the iPhone 7. A similar sort of box along with a similar sort of contents. So I'm going to open the box up. The first thing is a bunch of documentation and a bunch of Apple stickers. I'm going to place it to the side, and you will next see the iPhone 7 itself. Again, in the matte black color. I like this color a lot, so I think it makes sense. A little difference in terms of the design of the camera, and of course it's missing the 3.5mm headphone jack at the bottom. Again, I'm going to put this phone to the side. Going further in, you will see the similar things: lightning earphones along with a lightning to 3.5mm headphone jack, a USB to lightning cable, and a USB wall charger. So basically that's everything from the boxes. Let's take a close look at the phones themselves. Apple has made a bunch of changes to the aesthetics of the new iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. For starters, we've got a new setup of the antenna lines, so the back looks cleaner and a lot better than the previous generation phones. You're also seeing new camera setups, and the front home button is not actually a button. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So if we talk about the iPhone 7 Plus, over at the front you get a 7 megapixel camera along with a bunch of sensors. Below that you have a 5.5 inch 1920 by 1080p Retina HD display with a wide color capability. Below that you have the capacitive home button. Like I said, I'm going to just talk about that in a minute. On the bottom you'll see lightning ports on both the phones, and flanked on either side by what appears to be a speaker grill, but only one of them is a speaker. On the right side you have the SIM tray on both the phones and the power button, and there's nothing on top of both of these phones. And over at the left is where your mute switch and volume buttons, the volume up and down buttons for both these devices sit. Now on the back there are two 12 megapixel cameras on the iPhone 7 Plus. You will see a quad LED flash. That means that you're getting 4 LED lights over there. And you do have a noise cancellation microphone that sits between the camera and the LED. If you look at the iPhone 7, you get a 4.7 inch Retina HD display with 1334 by 750 pixel resolution. And at the back, you will get a single 12 megapixel camera. Now on both these phones, you can shoot 4K video, and you do get slow motion video up to 240 frames per second at 720p or 120 frames per second at 1080p, which is fantastic. If we go back to the home button, this time around it's not really a physical button. It's a pressure sensitive capacitive glass. It senses the amount of pressure you put on the glass to give you a feedback. You can set this up while you're setting up the phone, so you will get a sort of vibration from the whole device when you press down on the home button now, which is, like I said, a capacitive glass using the Taptic engine. Now when you do turn on the phones, you will get a standard experience after you've set up your Siri. Hey Siri, put in your Touch ID for your unlocking process, entered your iCloud user ID. the phone will be set up and ready to go, and it is more or less the same iOS 10 experience that you would get on any other iPhone. With the iPhone 7 Plus, when you launch the camera application, you will see this quick button to switch from 1x to 2x. This allows you to zoom in or essentially switch from the wide camera to the telephoto camera, allowing you to get much closer to your subjects. Here are a bunch of pictures that I clicked. Now the iPhone essentially supports all 4G networks, and it does work with VoLTE or Voice over LTE. And if you are interested, there is a CDMA variant of the iPhone available in certain countries that will run not only GSM but also CDMA networks. Now another thing that Apple has done with these two phones is the fact that Apple has made them completely water resistant. So you can basically dunk these phones in water, and they have an IP67 rating, even though it is less than the IP68 seen on the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge and the Galaxy Note 7. In a bunch of tests, people have found that the Samsung phones fail where the iPhone still persists, even though the rating is slightly less when it comes to water pressure testing. So it seems that Apple has done a fairly decent job of making these phones water resistant, and that 3.5mm headphone jack, removing that would have most probably helped. If you talk about what's running the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus, we've got a new A10 Fusion chipset, which is Apple's newest chipset. You also get 3GB of RAM on the iPhone 7 Plus and 2GB of RAM on the iPhone 7. Performance-wise, the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus are like any new iPhone. They performed really well from boot. They seem to be really fast and responsive. Also on benchmarks, they seem to score really high, leaving even the Note 7 in their dust, which is pretty impressive. That's it, guys. That was a quick unboxing and look at the new iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus. If you have any questions, queries, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be coming out with a bunch of videos in the coming days, so you can stay tuned for those. Make sure you hit the like button if you like this video, and if you do like our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button to get updates on the latest videos from iGyaan. The subscription is free and you get a lot more information. This has been Bharat Nagpal, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and you can visit iGyaan.in for more information. I'll see you guys in the next one.